What I want to talk about this week is the need to constantly be working and not get complacent. And every single moment that happens during that time, you have to show up. Because if you're not showing up, you are missing blessings. You're missing opportunities. You're missing not just blessings for yourself, but you might be missing an opportunity to bless somebody else. But the only thing that I kind of struggle with using your journal as a form of therapy is it leaves you in that space. What about the power that we gave those feelings when we actually wrote them down and made them permanent in that journal? I don't know, I just kind of struggle with that. So I keep a gratitude journal. Even though I was prepared and even though I felt like I was ready for that opportunity and for that moment, there was something that was missing. There was a clear disconnect. It put me in a great position to be able to do what I'm doing now. However, had I gotten complacent in that place of success and I started to revel in it and stay in it just a little too long, then I would not be where I am today. I can't say one thing and then my mind immediately talk me out of doing what I just said I was gonna do. Honestly, it took me practically my whole life to figure out how big of a role confidence plays in a lot of situations. For all of my Bible scholars and Christians in the house, the Bible speaks of a time for everything, okay? And for those of us that aren't, Bible scholars and Christians, you still know that things are gonna happen when they're supposed to happen, because guess what? Your entire life is about timing. I went to school in Indiana, and what I learned was that farmers are out in the most bitter conditions planting seeds so that they can reap the harvest. They're doing all of this hard work so that they can have harvest and make their money. But guess what? The next season comes back around. So when your next season comes back around, guess what you gotta do? You gotta get back out there. You gotta plant those seeds. You gotta make sure that everything is right, that ground is fertile, so that the harvest can come through. And then you can kind of sit back and take a break. Like, it's not constant work, but just don't get complacent. I showed up like I knew that I was supposed to be there. And because I showed up in that way and I walked in that confidence and in that accountability, I was able to attract people who were then interested in further using me in a capacity that I wasn't even presenting myself as. Complacency is probably the worst form of fear.